The upper class absolutely takes out its anger on the working class, and I posted videos about the years of research on that when I first started on TikTok last May. And that is a lot of the corporate America environment about what I call the unwritten rule of compliance, that you're expected to just agree with the boss. And that's very hard for people from working class backgrounds. And something I'm trying to figure out, which I'm interested in anyone's thoughts on here, is that the working class really values authority and obedience. But compliance, all of my research has shown that compliance, just that you can't disagree, that you don't answer questions, you just agree with the boss, that is still hard as they move up in class. And so it's this really interesting dynamic of like the value of obedience that is raised in working class families because you're trying to keep your kids safe in less safe environments. And you're used to being like the blue collar worker who has to take orders, or even military where you have to take orders, but still not conflating obedience with unquestioned compliance, where you still expect to be able to disagree and to point out flaws and maybe prevent accidents. Because you do, as a blue collar worker, want to point out when something doesn't work, because you could literally die in some situations if an accident happens. But yes, to answer your question and your comment before this, I absolutely started reading Careless People today. I have never pre-ordered a book so fast. And I am going to get smacked in DC with walking around listening to this audiobook, gasping out loud and rolling my eyes and shaking my head, because somebody's going to think that I'm reacting to something they say or a way they looked at me. And y'all keep me in your prayers. Also, since this ex-employee isn't allowed to promote her own book due to Mark Zuckerberg fighting her in court because he did not want this book to come out, I will absolutely be running my mouth about it, because people in power silencing the people who work for them and build their wealth is just not what this page is about.